In ancient times, the regulation of water needs affected the centralization of states. The Asiatic mode of production analyzed by Carl Water scarcity necessitates water regulation and artificial irrigation techniques. The frequent well wars in the history of Mecca-Medina trade zone reinforce this argument. In this sense, water has a function just like oil, which gained importance after the Industrial Revolution. I ensures the functioning of agricultural society's production. Extensive irrigation installations enable the monopolization of slave labor and capital. This is one of the foundations of the totalitarian regimes and despotic culture of the East, perhaps the most important one. The realization of irrigation techniques requires a centralized state with sole authority. The individual is dispossessed and property remains in the hands of the state. Sencer Divitoğlu wrote a book on the Asian mode of production, which became popular in Turkey in the late 1970s. In this work, he argues that due to the autarchic structure of the economy of the masses, products are commoditized. Autarky is when a family or tribe establishes a self-sufficient economic structure by not transporting its product to large markets. In this way, the product is not commoditized because it doesn't fully enter market relations. Eastern society ensures that part of the product goes to the central state as a tax. The center also provides irrigation engineering for the continuation of this tax. Common property owned by the centralized state couldn't produce a culture based on the mutual independence of the people who make up the society. Production is done for use value. The state controls a large market, therefore no bourgeoisie is formed since the product is not commoditized. Alienation is relatively less. All this is one of the reasons for the cultural differences between East and West, as the economy affects all life and culture. Can you see that the lack of water and the harshness of the climate can threaten democratic gains? A totalitarian government that owns water owns all life. Whatever the 19th century labor struggles gained can be quickly lost. There are studies on how such famines brutalize cultures, the climate crisis and imbalances that await us may affect more phenomena that we can imagine. This cannot be avoided by turning off the faucet or not using plastic. Individual measures are reasonable, but more is needed. You have to learn about the environmental policies of the political party you support and ensure that they improve them. It's essential to support political structures adopting anti-capitalist and environmentalist policies. We need to change ourselves individually on this issue. Even if we are maniacs who don't turn on and off all the faucets we see in our lives, we cannot consume water equivalent to the water consumption of a factory in 1 hour. The real culprits are the capitalists. And the scarcity of water will be the scarcity of democracy and peace. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.